Hi, I'm Shane Collins. I'm standing as a candidate, Green Party candidate for Thurlow Park, and also for Dulwich and West Norwood for the general elections. And I've lived in Brixton for about 20-25 years now. Been a green activist involved in a variety of different green community projects. In Brixton, Cool Town Arts in Cold Harbour Lane, a sort of self-funded community arts centre that was independent of the council and any exterior funding. And for 4.5 years we were a thriving community arts centre, then involved with Eco Trip and putting on events in Lambeth. I was the licensee for the annual march and festival to re-legalise cannabis from 1999 to 2004. And now I'm the licensee for the Brockwell Park Summer Feast and the Urban Green Fair, and a board member of the Lambeth Community Police Consultative Group, which is the sort of interface between the cops and the community in Lambeth. I've been involved with the Green Party for 20 years and been losing elections for about 18 of them. And 2010, another shot at it. I mean, without proportional representation, we're not going to win in the constituency election. We have a chance in the council elections, in particular in Herne Hill and Brixton Hill, which are our target wards, and our aim is to get between sort of 3 and 6 councillors to try and shift things in Lambeth, because we've been stuck in the same old ways for too long. Green thinking has been sort of added on as opposed to being a central part of our policies in Lambeth. So, I'm still very frustrated and angry at what's going on. So that's, I guess, why I'm standing as a candidate again. But it's within better circumstances. We've got a lot of activists now in the Green Party, sort of 15-16 people turning up for meetings is the normal now. And certainly in terms of public awareness, we seem to be reaching a bit of a tipping point. Unfortunately, in terms of political action, we are well away from the tipping point. Climate change is still a huge issue, and it looks like we're going to go over the 2 degrees centigrade tipping point unless something happens pretty quickly. Peak oil is still the elephant in the sitting room. Looks like very shortly now the world's production of oil is going to peak and then decline. We will be splendidly unprepared for it. And the other thing is the economic situation we've got ourselves into. And again, we feel we need to turn around the economy entirely. And we've got a Green New Deal laid out in the Green Party manifesto, which is aimed at getting about 1 million people back into proper green work without cutting back the welfare state as much as the other parties would like to, and that's simply through higher taxation for people who earn more money. It's not exactly a new idea, it's very old Labour in many ways, but that, allied with increasing the corporation tax for big business, dropping it for small business, we feel we wouldn't have to make the cuts that the government and the agenda is at the moment. We feel the actual agenda should be, where do we increase taxation and not where do we cut welfare. I think that's probably about my 3 minutes up. Thanks for listening.